And then I decided to do some more 420 action and become a merchant. Now I forget what YouTube channel. I don't know if it's Ice Estes or somebody. They've done. I've seen videos of like people, being merchants and just dressing up as merchants and leaving little items for invaders to come in. You put the taunter's tongue on, and then invaders come in, and and then you just see if they pick it up. And the idea is that like you pick it up and you leave a payment, right? When you go shopping, you don't, people steal. That's a whole other topic, which I'm not gonna get into. But of course, in this game, it's not part of the multiplayer. But you can, you have the freedom to do it yourself and make a own little shop. And so you do it, and you see if people respond, how they respond. This person, they picked up everything, and I think they did leave a bunch of runes. And the idea was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait. I'll wait until they gave me the runes. If it takes too long and they don't give me runes, then I'll attack them, because it's like, oh, they're stealing. They stole my merchandise, my products, without paying. And so the merchant would be like, give me the money, But this was it was the first invader, and they actually paid, and then they severed out too. And they gave me 70 of these runes, which is like a lot of runes, and that pretty much pays for all the product. Like no one else had to drop anything, because I already had a bunch of runes from this. And I think maybe one other person dropped some runes, but most people didn't. Most people picked stuff up, and then they either wanted to fight or they just left. Guts here, I'm not sure if they were confused about what was going on. So they just chilled with me, but then I think they did pick some stuff up. Is that it? I think that was it. That was it. Look, here they are again. I'm trying to show them that, hey, look, pick up your stuff. And I put, mostly materials to craft items with there. I didn't put an arterial leaf, which is a rare drop. And so there was some nice stuff. Herbs, of course, for 420. And just different variety of stuff. Because on this build, I had a friend drop me a bunch of stuff, so I had a bunch. And I think they severed out or jumped or something. I forgot what they did. Oh no, they grabbed everything. I don't think they paid, and so I started attacking them. And then it's a duel, and I was surprised how long I lasted. Like, as you see, like there's gonna be several invaders that come in, and I think because this build is pretty cool. This is the perfumer build, by the way, and it uses all these perfumes that people aren't accustomed to. And this sacred phalanx, you don't see that much either, so I think it catches people by surprise. And it's pretty effective, pretty nice build, I think. And this is level 60, by the way. And so, basically I try to use all the perfumes. And the catch flame, the incantations kind of augment and complement the perfumes, because I don't want to burn through the perfumes too quickly. And so that might have been the first invader to die to the merchant here. Put a little stone there to heal up between battles. Place more items. This person, there's a few people who kept showing up, and then they just immediately died, because I'm sure they thought it was doing, grace dueling or something, or maybe they just didn't want to mess with the merchant, and they just wanted to have quick and dirty fights. So a lot of them just kept leaving. So I don't think this guy even picked anything up, or maybe they picked one thing up. I think he does sever. Yeah, I think he just picked something up, but he didn't pay, and he just left. So I didn't have time to attack him. I was waiting for him to drop something. So I just put some more stuff, and then he shows up again. But I think At a later time, it's a different person. Oh, this one person like either pretends not to see me or is lost and just thinks I'm the actual merchant from the game. And they just wander off. And then the last running comes back. And I think he might have dropped a ruins when he came back this time. And then I said, okay, let's duel, you know, just because they expect to fight. So after they pay, you can also fight them. But this time it's an honor duel, you know, versus an angry merchant going after you for stealing. Just an honor duel. And this is a fun one. I think he actually wins. And I think I accidentally drank the flask. I meant to drink the other flask. But it doesn't matter. We're already at equal HP at this point. Oh yeah, that's a surprise. The freaking fire aromatic. You know, the only thing with this build is you gotta craft every time, like after every fight. You gotta get in here and do that, make sure. And I guess there's still more. I put some more stones around. Artorias, duel me. I forgot that this guy actually wanted a duel or what? Like, okay, oh they were trying to go in for a jump attack, but I got out of there in time. And so they didn't want to. I was trying to wait and see if they maybe wanted to pick up some items. And I was gesturing to them, you know, like calm down. Look at these items. You want to buy something? And they just weren't having it. They didn't want to. And so I ended up having to pick up the items because I wanted to keep them in case I died. And they were attacking me while I picked it up too, so I had to like maneuver my way around. But we reset and we did duel. You know, but either this person or the next person is the one that actually did win, and then I just stopped. Basically, the idea was like I'm gonna keep doing this until somebody kills me. Or maybe this is the time where I drank the flask by mistake. But it was just to heal up a little bit. Anyways. But yeah, like these aromatics and stuff, sometimes in the menu they look very similar to the other flasks, so in the corner of my eye I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use a blue flask, so I end up using the red flask. Maybe I didn't finish. Oh, okay, so we continue fighting. But yeah, it took a while, this one. I think this is the one that I die in. That's a good way to like keep people away for a bit. To do that Ash of War, Sacred Phalanx. And I was trying to use a bunch of different stuff too, a bunch of pots and stuff. Kind of like a perfumer merchant would use, you know, I feel like. And then this to stop him from healing. And oh yeah, I did that to stop him from healing because I think they did heal, and then I healed again. But I should have done that when they were getting close to like little HP. I should have done it like around this point, right? But I did it pretty early, but it lasted long enough, you know. So that was like a risky move, but it basically put a timer on my ass. I was like, well, the anti-heal bomb landed, so now I gotta keep up the aggression, and that's what I did. And they were gone. You don't see too much of those. Oh, this person kept their distance the whole time. They didn't want to come and look at my wares. I decided to pick them up, and then at the end there, it's like they decide to jump off the cliff. We just jumped. They didn't want to deal with me. Meemaw. This one's got some pretty beefy armor. Maybe they're the ones that finally get me. I don't think they... Oh, I think they did pick up one thing, I think. Oh no, they picked up everything. Are they gonna pay? So you like all the items. Great. Now, that will be 20k runes, please. Wait a second, you're just gonna go choke by the fire? Where's my money? Look, I work hard to gather those material. I deserve some payment for that. So how's it gonna be? Are you gonna pay up or should I fight for it, huh? Am I gonna have to bleed you? Wait, you wanna go away? You're gonna go home? No, you can't go home. We're gonna fight. You stole my merchandise. Yeah, so they're a berserker. Berserker, huh? They got that great sword. Doing those long range charge attacks. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. I was trying to poison them because they didn't fall into my poison aromatic. They got my bubble. But I get them here. Look at that. That's nice. And then it's just roll catch heaven. Try to get them with one of these things. And they responded with that. But eventually got them in the roll catch. It's satisfying to get people who are armored up with like some meta armor and stuff. And you know, that perfume helps a good amount, you know. Basically gives us one free if we get hit once we don't get much damage, and that's pretty gives us some advantage. It's pretty cool. This must have been the last one, right? I think it's the last one. And I think I got a little bit too cocky here. We did get this off. But they were pretty cautious. They were a pretty cautious player. Like they narrowly missed that. And they did a lot of jumping attacks, like right here. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they're the one. They were dodging a lot of my pokes with jumping, you know. I don't know if they knew that they could do that, or they just were accustomed to doing a lot of jump attacks in general. I don't know. Like, third time in a row. Like, I didn't expect it that time. And they got me. And so, that closed up shop. Time to go home. I think they were surprised too, a little bit. They didn't know how to react.